Welcome to my channel for comprehensive tutorials on fundamental principles to complex problems. I'll cover it all. Feel free to share, subscribe for more contents. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. In here I have selected chapter 10, and chapter 10 is going to be discussed thoroughly as probability, and this topic 10.1 is about simple probability. Exercise 1 I have chosen, and that you can find on page 368 if you have a textbook with you. In case if you need this book in the PDF format, I can provide you on the number provided. Let's discuss what this probability is about. Probability means possibility. It's a branch of mathematics that deals with occurrence of a random event. The value is expressed from 0 to 1. When it comes to simple probability, refers to calculating the likelihood or chance of specific event occurring. Like insurance company rely on probability statistics to assess the chances of paying out a claim. To calculate simple probability, divide the number of favorable outcomes by the total number of possible outcomes. Let's begin question number 1 from this exercise. In this exercise, all the dice are normal cubes dice, and with the face number 1 to 6. A fair die is thrown once. Find the probability of obtaining a 6. So there are 6 possibilities in which 6 is one out of them. So answer is going to be 1 over 6. When it comes to an even number, how many even numbers are there? There are 3 even numbers, 2, 4 and 6. So even numbers are 3 and possibilities are 6. So 1 out of 2 is going to be the final answer for this question. When it comes to part C, it says a number greater than 3. So greater than number 3 are 4, 5 and 6. 3 are the possibilities and 6 is the total outcome. So again, it's going to be 1 over 2. When it comes to a 3 or a 5, so there are 2 possibilities. So 2 possibilities out of 6. 2 possibilities out of 6. That means 1 over 3 is the answer for this question. Moving on to question number 2. In question number 2, it says the two sided of a coin are known as head and tail. A 10 cents and a 5 cents coin are tossed at the same time. List all the possible outcomes. Find the probability of obtaining 2 heads. So for 2 heads, it's going to be head. It's going to be something like this. So it is going to be 1 over 4. 4 possibilities out of 2 cents. In here, head and a tail. Only 1 possibilities, 2 possibilities out of 4, which is going to give us 1 over 2 as an answer. When it comes to question number 3, it says a bag containing 6 red balls and 4 green balls. Find the probability of selecting at random a red ball. So in here, outcomes are going to be 6 over 10. That means 10 are the possibilities. 6 plus 4 is a 10. So 6 over 10, or we can say 3 over 5 is the final answer for this question. A green ball, that means 4 over 10. That means simplified as 2 over 5 as an answer for this question. Now comes second part of this question. One ball is removed. So in here, it's going to be 5 balls. That means 6 minus 1 is going to give us a 5. So total balls are 5 now. A red ball is going to be 5 over 9. This is going to be answer for possibility of red balls is going to be 5 over 9. And for green, it's going to be 4 over 9 because green balls are 4 out of 9. When it comes to question number 4, the word is unnecessary. In this, there are 11 letters, and out of this, you need to find out how many are the possibilities of getting an R. So in here, what we do is, there's only one R you can see over here. This is the R, and there is only one R out of 11. So the final answer is going to be 1 over 11. Now coming up to E, how many E's are there? There are two E's. One is here and the another one is here. So there are two possibilities out of 11. So 2 out of 11 is going to be the answer, 2 over 11. Now getting an O, there is no O you can see here. That means 0 over 11 or 0 is the possibility. You can write this way. When it comes to C, there is only one C. So 1 over 11 is going to be the final answer for this question. Moving on to question number 5. In question number 5, it says three coins are tossed at the same time. List all the possibilities of outcomes. I will bring this guy a little down so that we can solve this. When it comes to question number 5, three heads. How can you find three heads? First possibility is head, head. This is the first possibility. Second possibility is head, head, and tail. Third possibility is head, tail, and head. Fourth possibility is head, tail, and tail. Now comes getting the first one. Now comes tail, head, head. Then comes tail, head, and tail once again. Then comes tail, tail, and head. And the last one is tail, tail, tail. So this is how you can get for eight outcomes are there. That means eight outcomes. So it's going to be 1 over 1 over 8 is the possibility. This is the only possibility that you have. So 1 over 8 is the answer. Now comes two heads and one tail. So now look at these all possibilities. So two heads and one tail is going to be this one first. I should change the color first. First possibility is two heads over here, two heads over here you can see, and two heads you can see over here, and two heads and one. Sorry, not this one. This is the tail one. So for part B, it's going to be three possibilities only. So 3 out of 8 is going to be the answer for this question. Or you can write this way also to make it more clear. Head, head, and tail, first possibility, and head, tail, and head is also another possibility. And the last possibility is tail, head, and head. This is the third possibility. Now, when it comes to part C, no head. That means this is the only possibility where you have no head. So that means only one possibility out of eight. At least one head. That means we'll be using complement property. It's going to be 1 minus p. That means no head. So no head is going to be 7 over 8. This is going to be the answer for question number 5. When it comes to question number 6, it says a bag containing 10 red balls. So there are altogether 10 red balls, 5 blue balls, and 7 green balls. So altogether, there's going to be 22 balls. Altogether, 22 balls you have. Now, but before that, I should bring this guy a little down so that we can solve it later. So altogether, we have 22 balls in total. Now selecting the red ball is going to be 10 out of 22 balls. This is going to be the answer for the first part. Or once we simplify, we can write 5 over 11. It's a simplified version of this. Now, when it comes to green ball, so there are 7 green balls. So 7 over 22. Since this cannot be simplified further, this is going to be your final answer. Moving on to part C. It says a blue or a red ball. That means there are 5 over 22 and plus 10 over 22. So altogether it's going to be 15 over 22. Since this cannot be simplified further, this is going to be the answer. When it comes to red or green, that means 10 over 22 and plus 7 over 22. So finally, your answer is going to be 7 over 22, which is the final answer for this question. Moving on to question number 7. When it comes to question number 7, it says cards with number 2 to 101 are placed in a hat. Find the probability of selecting an even number. As you can see, there are 100 cards from 2 to 101. So we can write simply as the total outcome is going to be 100 and even numbers are 50. So we can write 50 over 100. That gives us 1 over 2 is the answer for this question. Moving on to part 2 or part B, numbers less than 14. So there are altogether 12 numbers that are less than 14. So I will write 12 over 100 equals 3 over 25. How I said 12? Starting from 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So these are 12 numbers out of 100. So it becomes 3 over 25. When it comes to a square number, so I can see square numbers are actually 9, starting from 4, then comes 9, then comes 16, and then we have a 25, then we have a 36, which is the square of 6, and then comes 49, square of 7, then comes square of 8 is a 64, then comes 81, and then comes 100. That means there are altogether 9 square numbers out of 100. So this cannot be further simplified. We'll write 9 over 100. A prime number less than 20. So there are actually 8 count, 8 prime numbers less than 20. So I will write 8 over 100, which when simplified, it gives us 2 over 25. Now comes question number 8. And in question number 8, it says a red die and a blue die are thrown at the same time. List all the possible outcomes in the systematic way. Find the probability of obtaining a total of 10. So in this part of the question, we see that there are two dice. That means 66 possibilities. 6 times 6 is going to give us 66 possibilities. So now altogether, total of 10, it's going to be 3. There are 4. First possibility is 4 and 6. Second possibility is 5 and 5. Both the dice have 5 and 5. And the third possibility is to have a 6 and 4. So total count is 3 out of 36. That gives us 1 over 12. A total of 12, there is only one possibility where you can have a 12, 6 and 6 and both the dice. So it's going to be 1 over 36. Then comes total less than 6. So once we practically do this, we know that there are 10 possibilities to have a 10. How? Number first is 1 and 1. Both the dice have 1 and 1. Then we can have 1 and 2. Then we can have 1 and 3. And then we can have 1 and 4. Because 1 and 5 is going to be 6. So next is 2 and 1, first possibility. Then comes second is 2 and 2. Third possibility is 2 and 3. And next comes 3 and 1. This gives you 4. Then comes 3 and 2. Then comes 4 and 1. These are all the possibilities of having less than 10. So total count is 10. So I will write 10 over 36, which further reduces as 2 over 8. Because 5 times 2 is a 10 and 5 times 8, it is going to be 5 technically. 2 times 5 is a 10 and 2 times 18 is 36. Next comes same number on both. So it's going to be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, 6. So total is 6 possibilities out of 36. So once we simplify, this gives us 1 over 6. A total more than 9. For total more than 9, it's going to be 6 possibilities, because we can have more than 10 is first possibility is 4 and 6. Second possibility is 5 and 5 to give us a 10. Then comes third possibility is 6 and 4. Then comes fourth possibility is 5 and 6. Then comes 6 and 5. Then comes 6 and 6. So altogether 6 possibilities out of 36. That means once simplified, it gives us a 6. Moving on to question number 9. In this question it says a die is thrown when result has been recorded. The die is thrown a second time. Display all the possible outcomes of the throw. So find the probability of obtaining a total of 4 from 2 throws. So total outcome when we see, it's going to be 36. 6 times 6 is going to give us a 36. So total of 4, how can you get it? You can get it by 1 and 3. Second is 2 and 2. Then comes 3 and 1. So count is equals to 3. That means 3 over 36, or we can say 1 over 12 is going to be the answer for this question. A total of 8 from 2 throws. So the possibilities are, first possibility if I see, it's going to be 2 and 6, 2 and 6 is going to be the first possibility, 2 and 6. Then comes 3 and 5. Then comes 4 and 4. Then comes 5 and 3. And lastly, you can get is 6 and 2. These are the possibilities. So count is 5. So it's going to be 5 over 36. So you can write in your test or examination total of 8. Total of 8 equals 5 over 3 as an answer. Now comes question number C, in which it says a total between 5 and 9 inclusive of, I guess this I should give you a task to do it on yourself. Then comes part D, a number on the second row which is double the number of the first row. That means first possibility is to have 1 and 2, second possibility is 2 and 4, and next is 3 and 6, and the last, this is the last, and total 3 over 36. So this gives us 1 over 12 once again. A number on the second row which is 4 times a number. So there is only one possibility to have 1 and 4, which is 4 times bigger than the first one. So this possibility is also 1 over 36. Then comes question number 10. In here are different type of questions. It says throwing a number less than 8 on a single die. So it's going to be less than 8. So that means all other possibilities to have, that means 6. That means 6 over 6 means 1 is the possibility. Obtaining the same number of heads and tail when the 5 coins are tossed. So in this case, it is not possible to have same number of heads and same number of tails since the coins are 5. So the possibility is only 0, or you can write 0 possibility. 0 possibility. Then comes part C, selecting a square number from the set of A. So in here, for question number C, it's going to be uniform selection. So it's going to be 1 over 6. Now it's a square number. It's done selecting prime number. I think this one I should give you a task to do it yourself. Moving on to next question, which is question number 11. This we can find over here. Same time, list all the possible outcomes in a systematic way. Find the probability of obtaining two heads and two tails. So I need a little space to do this, and in here, this ones we'll do a little later. Okay, now in here, first of all, we should know how many possibilities are there. That means two coins and two possibilities, head and tail, and there are four coins. So this is going to give us 16 total outcome. Total outcome. This is the first thing you should write. And two heads and two tails. So the favorable outcomes are going to be head, head, tail, tail. I have made the tree over here. You can see there are four coins. This is the first toss, second toss, third toss, and fourth toss. First possibility is going to be head, 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 and head. Second possibility is this one, this one, this one, and this one. Three heads and one tail. So this is also another possibility. Likewise, it's going to go till all the tails are going to be there. Now comes, so altogether it's going to be six outcomes where we have. So I just let me write it down. Head, tail, head, tail. Third possibility is to have head, tail, tail, and head. Fourth possibility is tail, head, head, and tail. And the last possibility is tail, tail, head, head. So these are six possibilities. Let's check out of here. Two heads. So first is this one, first possibility, second possibility, third possibility, and in here, fourth possibility, fifth possibility, and sixth possibility. So these are all the possibilities to have two heads and two tails. Now moving on to back to the question. So there are altogether six possibilities. Your answer is going to be 6 out of 16. Once simplified, it's going to give you 3 over 8. Now, four tails, there is only one possibility to have this, so I will write 1 over 16. Next comes at least one tail. So there's all the possibilities are there out of 16, but one possibility when all the heads are there. So it's going to be 15 over 16 possibilities where you can get one tail. Three heads and one tail. So it's going to be three heads and one tail. So you can count from here and mention how many possibilities are there out of total possibilities. So this one you should be doing on your own, part D. Moving on to question number 12. It says cards number 1 to 1000 were put in a box. Ali selects card at random. What is the possibility that Ali selects a card containing at least one 3? So total cards are 1000 containing at least 3, containing at least 1 3. So in here, so out of all these cards, there are nine options, nine possibilities per card where you don't have 3. So that means it's going to be 9 times 9 times 9. So this is going to be 729. And when 729 is subtracted from 1000 cards, 729. So it's going to be 271 possibilities out of 1000. Since this cannot be further simplified, this is going to be your answer. Moving on to question number 13. In here it says one ball is selected at random from a bag containing 12 balls, of which X are white. So, what is the probability of selecting a white ball? So, a pretty simple answer is that X over 12, because you're talking about unknown number of balls. Now, it says when a further six balls added, the probability of selecting a white ball is doubled. That means what we can do is, first of all, we add the number of balls in X plus 6. So, total white balls is going to be, I should better rewrite this. So I can say it's going to be total white balls. It's going to be x plus 6, because we are talking about unknown. And the total number of ball, earlier it was 12. So 12 plus 6 is going to give us 18. Now comes the new probability is going to be x plus 6 over 18. Now when the probability is doubled, that means x plus 6 divided by 18 and multiply by 12. In here, if I rewrite this, so it is x plus 6 over 18, and earlier it was x over 12. And when it is doubled, that means it's going to be 2 times. So once we solve this, x plus 6 over 18 is equals to x over 6, and when we cross multiply, it's going to be 6x plus 6, and this is going to be 18x. This gives us 6x plus 36 equals 18x, and this is going to be giving us 36 equals 18x minus 6x. That means 36, once we solve this, 36, 18 minus 6 is going to be 12x. So x will be equals to 36 over 12. So final answer is going to be 3. 3 is going to be your final answer for this question. Moving on to question number 14. In question number 14, it says that two dice and two coins are thrown at the same time. Find the probability of containing two heads and a total of 12 on the dice. Let's see. In this part of the question, it says to find two heads and the total of 12 on the die. So, first of all, we go for outcomes. For the coin, we have four outcomes. First is head head, and then comes head tail, then comes tail head, and then comes tail tail. So, there are four possibilities of a coin, four outcomes, and for coins, we have two dice and two coins. So, this is going to be 6 times 6. For two coins, it's going to be 36. So altogether, 36 times 4, it's going to give us 144 possible outcomes. Now, from here, we need to have two heads and the total of 12. So this is going to be requiring a little space over here. Okay. Now, this is the start of this question. This is how you should be starting. Now, only possibilities head and head, and this is possible only one outcome. And 12 on a dice is also one. 12 as a total. So only one possibility is to have 6 and 6. So one outcome. So your final answer is going to be possibility of part A is going to be 1 over 144. Now comes second part of this, a head, a tail, and a total of 9 on disk. So possibility is one head and one tail, and the other one is tail and a head. This is the second possibility. So two outcomes are there for this. Two outcomes and total 9 on disk. So there are four outcomes. First is 3 and 6, second is 4 and 5, third is 5 and 4, and the last one is 6 and 3. So total 4 outcomes. Total 4 outcomes are going to be there. So your final answer is going to be 2 times 4 is going to be 8, and 8 over 144 is the possibility of having a B. Once we simplify, this is going to give us 1 over 18. Now comes two tails and a total of 3 on disk. Now it says only one possibility is there, that to have tail and tail. This is one outcome. And second is total of 3. That means 1 and 2, and second possibility is 2 and 1. So it is going to be two outcomes. So 1 times 2 is a 2, and 2 over 144. So simplifying this is going to give us 1 over 72. Moving on to the next question, which is the last question of this exercise. When it comes to question number 15, a red, a blue, and a green die are all thrown at the same time. Display all the possible outcomes in a suitable way. Find probability for obtaining a total of 18 on 3 discs. So before we go ahead, we have 6 possibilities and we have 3 dice. So this is going to be altogether 216 possibilities. And a total of 18 on the 3 dice, that means 6, 6, and 6 we are talking about. That means this is one possibility only out of 216. So the answer for part A is going to be 1 over 216. When it comes to have a total of 4 on 3 dice, so first possibility is 1, 1 and 2. Second possibility is 1, 2 and 1. And the third possibility is 2, 1 and 1. So that means 3 outcomes out of 216. So once we simplify, it's going to be 1 over 72. And how I got to know is that I have made 216 possibilities, something like this one, as you can see on screen. These are 216 possibilities. Now, as you can see, this is the first die, and this is the second die, and the third die, and all have 6 possibilities. So first die will have 36 possibilities, as you can see from here. From 1, first possibility is all ones. As you can see, till 36 possibilities, the first die is only 1. And 6 possibilities are having 1, second possibility is having 2, and third possibility is 3, 4, 5, and 6. So altogether 36 possibilities. Now when it comes to third die, it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that, there are 6 possibilities. So altogether 36 possibilities. When it comes to first die, will have a 2, and same goes on till 216. You can pause the video and count the number of total that we are getting. So for this part, I have done for 10. As you can see, 10 is over here, 10 is over here. In the next part, they'll be asking you how many tens are there. So you can count from this. You can pause the video and see for yourself how I have divided this into six categories. Altogether, it's going to give 216 possibilities. So now, as you can see on screen also, we have three possibilities out of 216. Total of 10 on 3 dice is going to be 27 possibilities. 27 possibilities of having 10. So 27 possibilities out of 216. So I will write something like this, and this is going to give us 1 over 8 as the answer for this question. Now comes a total of 15 on 3 dice. So this is going to give us 5 possibilities, 10 possibilities to be precise. 10 possibilities out of 216. So once simplify, it's going to give us 5 out of 108. So this is the answer for part D. When it comes to total of 7, so in here, to have 7 on 3 dice is going to be 5 is going to be the final answer. 15 possibilities out of 216 to have a 7. So once simplify, it's going to give us 5 over 72. Now comes the last part of this question. It says same number on each die. That means there are 6 possibilities to have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, and 1, 2, 2, and 2, 3, 3, and 3, 4, 4, and 4, 5, 5, and 5, and last one is going to be 6, 6, and 6. So there are 6 possibilities out of 216. So it's going to be 1 over 36 as the answer for this part. This was the last part of this exercise, and these are all the answers for all the questions that you can see I have solved, and I have given you the answers. And if you find it difficult, you can pause this video and see the answers for yourself. This is the end of this exercise, which is exercise 1 that you can find on page 368. Topic was 10.1, and simple probability is discussed in this. Very soon I'll be uploading exercise 3, because exercise 2 I will not be uploading, because in exercise 2 there is more of practical applications and practical questions that should be done the way it is mentioned in the book itself. So very soon I'll be uploading exercise 3. Thank you very much once again. Kindly do share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you once again.